Hello everybody, my name is Spartan Elite 43 and tonight we're playing some Star Trek Online. Now I have no idea what to expect from this game, but I love Star Trek. I love all of their generations with the exception of Deep Space Nine. So I'm really hoping that we can have some fun in this game. Alright, looks like we can be Starfleet, Romulan, or Klingon. And I'll be honest, since those are our only three choices, I'm probably going to choose Romulan. Just because they have the best ships. Klingons have some good ships, but generally speaking, they're smaller. Starfleet has some good ships, but they're not as heavy-hitting as the Romulans. The Romulans tend to have the better ships. So, I think I'm going to choose Romulan. Alright, I can be a Romulan or an alien. Probably going to have to go Romulan on this one. Just because I know that Romulans don't take too much, or take too kindly to aliens. They really don't. So if I'm going to move up the Romulan hierarchy, I'm gonna probably have to be a Romulan. Because Romulans, they're really prideful in what they are. But yeah, so we're gonna choose Romulan. Alright, so we go male or female. Now generally speaking, when I play games that I'm going to put a lot of time into, I generally go with a female character. And the reason for that being is, I mean, if you're going to spend hours and hours looking at a character, you might as well have something that's decent to look at. So, female it is. I was just reading over trying to find out whether or not there was any perks to being a male or perks to being a female. Doesn't look like this game has anything like that, so I know some of these RPG games do. Yep, we're just going to go ahead and choose female. Now we've got three classes to choose from: engineer, science officer, or tactical officer. They each have their bonuses. I believe engineer, you get better science officer, I think you have better sensors, and tactical officers, you get better weapons. So I'm going to have to go with tactical officers because I tend to just go in and try to outdamage everybody. Whether or not I'll be able to... sorry about that. Whether or not I'll be able to do that is hard to tell from this point, but I really do tend to just be a run and gunner. So, tactical officer is... I was hoping there would be some character creation because I didn't want to have just like the same character everybody else has. So we can change the face slightly. Romulans still have their logical nature from being Vulcan, but instead of suppressing their emotions, they let their emotions out. You can use other types of hair, but you're generally still going to get those straight styles, you know what I mean? Kind of like the Vulcans, so let's see what they got. This one. That one kind of reminds me of Spock. We're gonna have to go with the long hair. Yep. This one looks the best, I think. It's got the straight hair of the Vulcans, but it's longer. More unique. That's what we'll go with. Alright, uniform. The traditional, and then we've got a casual. Now I'm gonna have to go with either traditional or casual. They both look pretty good, but I think I'm gonna go with traditional on this one. Stance. Let's see, we know that the Romulans tend to be treacherous. We read that in the description earlier. So if that's the case, then we want either feminine or seductive. And seductive, I think, would be the better. Because, I mean, you may have to seduce some people when you're a female Romulan looking to move up. That's how Romulans do. And Romulans are a lot bigger than us. Apparently the biggest we go is 6 foot 4. Man, I'm tired this morning. I don't know any Romulan names. Alright, so now the name of my ship.
What we knew is gone. Our home, our lives, all that we were, dust. Blasted across empty, heartless skies. But we live. Our legacy lives. Every world we touch, yours. There will be challenge. You will know fear. But you will overcome. You will survive. And answer vengeance with blood. You will do as you must. Rule cannot be handed to the faithless. Our legacy cannot be lost to villains. Bury the past to face the future. In enemies, find allies. There is no price we have not paid, no loss we have not suffering. These are not ends. Crew, for your people, for this new home, we must face all doubt. We must break the strong who would destroy us and overcome the impossible. We must fight against any and all. We must, we will, for we are Romulan!
The youngest of our kind, strong, secretive, warlike. We were feared. We were powerful. Then, everything changed. 22 years ago, the star of the Hobus system went supernova. The resulting explosion traveled through subspace to hit Romulus and Remus, our homeworlds, and no one stopped it. Earth was scattered across dozens of worlds. One day, we were citizens of one of the greatest powers of the galaxy. And the next, we were just trying to survive. Every day was a struggle if you weren't part of the militant and oppressive Tal Shiar, or ruling everything from on high like Empress Sela. For ordinary Romulans, military victories don't mean much when you're hungry. Life goes on. The Klingons and Starfleet are at one another's throats. The battles light years away don't affect us much. We're rebuilding the Empire by force and purpose. But even they don't seem to know we're here. We've put down roots and found friends. Today we'll celebrate what we've created. With hard work and some good fortune, true Romulans will once again rise to be a power in the galaxy. The first step on that path begins here.
Wow. As epic cutscenes go, I try not to interrupt them too much, but that was a really, really good one. So apparently we're taking over after Romulus and Remus was destroyed by the star exploding. So we're on a new homeworld and we're trying to rebuild our lives. So this I think I chose the right one because that was pretty awesome. I mean, I can't imagine that the other two species would have a better cutscene than that. Apparently we gotta talk to this guy.
The security chief was looking for you earlier. She said there's trouble at the vineyard. Avrak's been filing reports on Kellen's chewing at the vines. He's really worked up. Something must have annoyed them. Typical. With the big celebration tonight, I think everyone's a little over it. To one of Avrak's messages before you head out there.
Please tell me you'll help me. Kellens are in the vineyard chewing through the irrigation pipes, and everyone says they're too busy getting ready for the big party to come and do something about it. There won't be any party if everyone's knee-deep in water by nightfall. Get over here and help me fix
If anybody can kill some bugs, it's me. I mean, how bad can it be? It's just a few bugs.
If the Kellids are chewing up the vineyard, we should probably get...
We gotta go to the weapons locker. Let's go get us a pistol. Which I'm assuming is a phaser. What if I don't want a pistol? What if I want, like, the rifle? That thing on there. That one's green. I want that. Like, seriously. Okay. Apparently we can't. How do we use the phaser? press Y, it toggles between fists and phaser. That's... Okay, so the aiming is really, really easy because I don't even have to actually aim at the thing as long as it's inside my box. Yeah, so that's easy enough. Oh, we gotta go down here. Now I can go down here. Okay. Sorry, guys. Like I said, I have no idea what I'm doing in this game. So apparently we're gonna run down here, go to this farm or whatever, and kill some bugs. Keeper of Lore. Wonder if he's actually, I wonder if that's a riddle and he's the keeper of Data's brother. If you guys didn't know, Commander Data from the Next Generation. He's got a twin brother named Lore. I doubt it. It's probably just a storyteller. This is the guy we gotta talk to.
Never mind that. Normally we collect nectar from the local kellet insects. Something's driven them into a frenzy. They're chewing on our irrigation.
Oh.
Flooding the vineyard.
Gotta repair the pipes.
Excellent.
Let's go repair pipes. So, I wonder if they're gonna use the phaser to repair the pipes, because that's the way Star Trek does everything. Doesn't matter what. Ooh, bug. Whoa. Oh, me. Okay, so they only take a couple hits. Get away from me. Alright, now weld the pipe shut. They are using the phaser too. That's awesome. So, the phaser is like the ultimate multi-tool. It's a weapon, it's a stun gun, it's a welder, it's a cutting torch to cut doors open. Like, you can pretty much do everything with a phaser. I don't know. It's kind of weird, but at the same time, I mean, it's pretty cool. Alright, I ain't scared of you. Get out of here. Okay. That's not letting me fix that pipe, so maybe I've completed my mission. Now let's try this one down here. Plus, we gotta kill another bug. That's never a bad thing. Kill all the bugs. Alright. Nope. Still not letting me fix it. Let's go ahead and move on. We've obviously finished this. Talk to this guy again.
Flooding and stop. If those pellets come back, they'll just break the pipes again. Something's making the insects go crazy. With bugs
Alright,
aside.
I'll talk to Novella. Let's go.
Navala might be goofing off. She knows all about it.
Bugs have never come out of the cave before, but now they're coming out of the cave, so maybe we should investigate the cave to see what's causing them to come out. That's just a hunch.
Just in time. Did you talk with Avarak? He said that I'm what? Lazy? That
Yeah,
I've been...
he said you're a lazy.
He's just trying to make me look bad so he can get a promotion. Oh, that's so old-fashioned. Let me...
Alright. So let's go down here and shoot some bugs. Shoot them all. Kill all the bugs. Can't touch me. I got a phaser. I got a phaser and I'm not afraid to use it. Unfortunately, you can't, like, hold the button in. I thought you'd be able to just hold the button in and fry anything that comes at you. You can't. Anyway, little history lesson. In the cutscene, you learned that there are two homeworlds for the Romulans were Romulus and Remus. Okay? They were destroyed when the star went supernova. But Romulus and Remus were two brothers that formed Rome over in Italy, and they were real. So they formed Rome, built it, and they had a specific way of life in mind. that was higher standard than most any other place in the world at the time. So, anyway, push comes to shove. Romulus and Remus decide, how are we going to name our city? We don't know what we're going to call it. Well, Romulus decided he didn't like Remus's idea, and he killed him. He killed his own brother because he didn't like his idea for what to call their city. So after he kills his brother, then basically he just names it after himself. So instead of
This metal has some
calling
kind
it
of fungus
Reeb,
growing on it that's
he
similar
calls
to
it
the
Rome.
spores we found on some of the Kelid carapaces.
I don't know if that's what they were going to call it.
It might
or not,
explain their
but
behavior, but
he killed his
how
own brother,
are they getting infected in the first
Remus,
place?
and
Also,
called
the flying
the
Kelids
city
have never come
Rome.
out of the cavern before.
And that's where it is today.
This is so strange.
Looks like we turned in our stuff.
You're right.
Alright, so we gotta go into the cave. That's what I figured. That's what I figured. I'm an investigative reporter.
Flanking damage detected.
Sorry about this thing, like, glitching out as bad as it is, guys. Seriously. Like, it's Star Trek Online, and I had terrible internet. So, apparently that's gonna be a problem. What's this over here? Like, it just, I've noticed that it's just gonna keep, like, skipping here and there just because my internet's terrible. But, don't worry. I'll find a way to make things work. I mean, it's not terrible. What is that? Why is it that all RPGs have to have some sort of spider in it? And these are, like, robot spiders. That makes them worse. Like any good RPG, you've got to have spiders. It's in the handbook, it really is. If you're creating an RPG, you must have spiders. Alright, so do we have to kill them all or what? Let's just kill them all. Kill them all and let God sort them out. Romulus, have I got? Anyway, back to... Sorry about that. Shoot them all. Keep shooting them. Keep shooting them. Keep shooting them. What is that? What? No, floating creature. Unidentified floating creature. Those are some very original names. But he's down. That didn't take much. Okay. So let's disable this thing. Oh. Yeah. See, that's the difference between me and Star Trek people. If I see lightning bolts shooting off of something after I disable it, I'm getting the heck out of there a little bit quicker than they do. Alright, let's talk to this one.
A strange machine and some weird drone things? That is troubling. Someone's been
Yeah,
in
we
there.
went ahead and disabled
We'll
it.
have
I
to let
tend
the
to take
Maori
a
know about
proactive
this.
approach
It's good you
to
disabled the
solving
device, though.
issues.
Maybe now the I took a look at those
I had to
biological...
take a reactive approach because you guys didn't tell me until it was already started. But when I was in there, I just figured, you know, this is probably the cause. We might as well go ahead and disable it now. And worst comes to worst, we can always, you know, take... Yeah, I don't know where I was going with that. But either way, we disabled it. So let's get over here. Where am I going? Okay, let's run around the circle. Exercise never hurt anybody. Alright,
Old
this is the
space
guy.
hound like me. I have an idea of what this might be. Maybe. I saw something like this once before.
Vanished without a
When I
trace,
was
you
out
see.
beyond the Eridon belt. We responded to a distress call from a mining outpost. When we got there, all the people were just gone.
Strange beacon and
Vanished
some
without a trace.
weird...
The only things we found
Okay,
were
that
a
sounds
strange
exactly what I saw.
beacon and some odd spore
Weird
samples.
tactical, so that's the option I'm
These
going
look
to choose.
very similar. Ran into something like this before.
Can I use your
We were able to stop the spores
Alright.
from reproducing by bombarding
bombarding them
tachyon.
with tachyon?
We
of
have the
course.
equipment here
The
to replicate
age-old
that.
Star Trek tachyon pulse or tachyon burst, whichever you want to call it. That's guaranteed to solve 90% of your problems. Anything that can't be solved with a phaser can be solved with tachyons. Everybody knows this. It is known, as they would say in Russia. Alright, so
I've seen
that's done.
fungal biotech like this once before. Remember that mining station that I mentioned? Before we arrived, they reported several disappearances.
Alright. So it
Some
looks like
thought
we've
it was
completed our
paranormal,
first mission.
But we had
so we're gonna go
reports
turn
that
this
said
into this guy
intruders
down
would
here
beam
and
in right through the colony's magnetic
get
shield,
our reward.
right into
There
someone's
always is a
quarters,
reward.
sedate them, and then vanish without a trace.
Which is not it's not conducive to life, because there's not always a reward
We
when you do
didn't know
things
what to believe,
in life.
but I don't think
Just
those
something
miners were paranormal. Something did happen to them, and it could happen. My commander believed. We found a beacon with almost the same configuration, able to get much from it before we shut
We
it
weren't able
down.
to get much
But the
from
one
it before
beacon
it
was made
shut
by
down.
a race that
Whatever.
called
Let's go.
themselves the
We
Elachi.
get it. The Elegy.
We stayed in orbit for a
Elachi.
few days,
Elachi.
but the
We'll go with
Elachi
that.
never came back. That's good news for us.
Tell
Seeing that
Maori
you disabled the
and
beacon
what we
we
found.
found in
Alright,
the
let's do
caverns.
it. Let's go tell this
Be
guy what we
surprised
found.
if he does.
I think it's guy. Might be a girl. Maori could be either. I'm not sure. Looks like he's right up here somewhere. Alright, Maori.
Jolan True. I heard Avrak yelling all the way over here. I'm sorry you had to deal with his problems on our day of celebration.
Yeah, that's fine, but we have bigger problems.
That does sound very mysterious. However, you seem to have taken care of the immediate problem, disabling this beacon
Yeah,
and dispatching
yeah,
the
you know, I
drones.
try to take
You
a
have my
proactive
thanks.
approach, but I've already been over this, so it was my honor.
I'll assign some engineers to examine the device. And
Okay, so
what the Vex says is
enjoy
true.
the festival. We'll
Don't
talk
let that
again
beacon
tomorrow
run
after the
loose for a while.
engineers have
Enjoy the
blah, blah,
festival.
blah.
We'll
And
talk again
I'll
tomorrow
do that.
after the
Thanks, Maori.
engineers have finished their
Maori.
analysis of the device.
Anyway, I'm gonna leave this episode here. So if you like what I'm doing, like. If you have any suggestions, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you in the next video.